The Galactic Council chamber was in chaos. Delegates of 100 species shouted over one another, scales bristling, frills flaring, feathers puffing in alarm. In the center of the uproar, a single message pulsed on the holographic display. Terran juveniles, captured on Vorth Prime. They didn't, whispered Counselor Zareen, her crystalline body trembling. Tell me they didn't. They did, said a reptilian envoy, his tongue flicking nervously. The Vorth Dominion claims they are merely diplomatic hostages. 14 human children, ages 8 to 12. The chamber fell silent. Even the air recyclers seemed to hold their breath. Then came the uproar. Are they mad? Screeched an avian representative. They've signed their own extinction, hissed another. Do they not know what humans do when their young are threatened? At the far end of the hall, Admiral Krovax of the Krill Consortium slammed a clawed hand on the table. Listen to yourselves. They are children. Harmless. Fragile. This is not cause for panic. No, Admiral. Zareen replied coldly. This is cause for terror. She gestured, and a data feed filled the chamber. Images. Human rescue teams tearing through fortified bunkers, their marines extracting hostages under heavy fire. Ancient records of the Soul Wars, when an entire moon was glass because a single colony's youth had been taken. They have a code, Zareen said. One you do not understand. For them, their young are sacred. Threaten them, and there is no negotiation. There is only wrath. Light years away, in the heart of Soul space, the Terran High Command received the news. The room was quiet, eerily quiet, as Admiral Kaido Tan and Defense Secretary Alvarez read the intercepted Vorth transmission. Children. Civilians. Taken during a field trip to the Kepler Institute's Learning Exchange. Location confirmed? Tan asked. Vorth Prime. Came the reply. They believe the Council will protect them. Alvarez leaned forward, her voice like steel drawn from ice. We warned them after the Europa incident. We told them what the line was. And now, Tan said, rising, they'll learn what happens when that line is crossed. Back in the Council chamber, alarms wailed. Fleet signatures, Terran, shouted a sensor officer. Multiple. Fast movers. How fast? Krovax demanded. Faster than anything should move. A hologram bloomed over the table, an entire Terran strike group translating into real space near Vorth Prime. Dreadnoughts, carriers, escort frigates, a force not of negotiation, but of retribution. They didn't even send a declaration, gasped one delegate. They don't need to, Zareen said grimly. This is the declaration. On Vorth Prime, the Dominion governor scrambled to respond. Their hostage camp was fortified, guarded by plasma walls and garrison troops. They broadcast demands, threats, pleas. The humans did not answer. They descended instead. Black dropships pierced the clouds like falling stars. Orbital jammers silenced Vorth communications. Power grids failed. And in the darkness, Terran Marines moved like phantoms. It took exactly 17 minutes. When the Vorth commander opened the gates to negotiate, he found the cells empty, children gone, guards disarmed, surveillance blinded. From the sky came a voice, relayed to every Vorth channel. Your hostages are safe. Your actions are not forgiven. Then the bombardment began, not on cities, not on civilians, but on every military depot, slave compound, and trafficking hub the Dominion owned. Precision strikes, coordinated, surgical, merciless. 3 days later, the Council convened an emergency summit. Vorth representatives arrived in disgrace, their fleets crippled, their leaders under arrest, by their own people, desperate to avoid further destruction. The human ambassador entered the chamber silently. He did not shout. He did not boast. He simply placed a hollow photo on the table. 14 children, smiling and unharmed. "This," he said, "is why we came." No one dared speak. "You call us predators," the ambassador continued, "but you forget we were guardians first. Farmers, builders, parents. We endure insults, theft, even blood. But touch our young," his voice hardened, "and the stars will remember the fire that follows." In the aftermath, the galaxy changed. New treaties were signed, not for trade, not for territory, but for a singular clause: never again shall human children be taken. Even old rivals of Earth endorsed it, whispering their relief that the wrath had ended swiftly, before the fire spread to them. The Fourth Dominion would rebuild, but slowly. Its name, once proud, became a warning in every Academy textbook: do not provoke the Terrans, especially not their young. As for the children, they returned home with medals they were too young to understand, and a story their species would never forget. Years later, Counselor Zareen would recount that day to a class of diplomats in training. "Remember," she told them, "the galaxy has many predators, many empires, many threats." She flicked her crystalline fingers, bringing up the image of those 14 human faces again. "But there is only one species," she said, "that will burn down a world not for vengeance, not for conquest, but for the safety of a single child." And the chamber fell silent, just as it had on that first day, when the message came, and the galaxy realized the Vorth had made the gravest mistake of all.